Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Ask Me Anything with me, Yaasha Sabba at Sky Unlimited Law. That's skyunlimited.law. I'm going to answer your estate planning, asset protection, advanced planning questions today. In fact, I got a very interesting question. Someone asked me, what's the difference between advanced planning and estate planning? When we're talking about planning in general, the question is planning for what? Especially if we're talking about some kind of legal life planning around your life, around your business, your loved ones and assets. Now, estate planning, a lot of people think of that as death planning, and it's really not. Yes, we plan for if something happens to you, what do you want to have happen next? But what you should think about estate planning is it comes down into two different buckets. There is foundational planning. This is where we'll set up your trust, your will, healthcare directives, power of attorneys, not just death planning, but what happens if you're alive and an emergency happens and no one can go and pick up your kids, or what happens if you get in a car accident and you get incapacitated. So that's all part of foundational estate planning. Advanced planning is whenever we have to take what we've created as a foundation and go the next step above. What happens if I have too much money and now I have tax problems? More money, more problems. This is where we can build off of your estate plan to create more advanced plans to deal with these kinds of problems. I have clients that are extremely high net worth and clients that really don't have that much money to their name. We built their foundational plan. Maybe we built a will, maybe we built a trust for them, and we just made sure that ultimately, should anything happen to them, dead or alive, their family is going to stay out of court and out of conflict. But now, what if they want to apply for Medicaid and Medicaid says they have too much money? We can help you get qualified, and it's all just about a structure of moving your money around in order to qualify. Maybe we put some of your money in a trust that's irrevocable. Maybe we gift some money over to family members. Maybe we spend some of that money reinforcing your home, preparing for your long-term care. Maybe we get into an agreement with some of your friends or family members where they agree they're also going to help take care of you as you get older. That's Medicaid planning. That's a part of advanced planning. On the other spectrum, what if I have too much money? It's not about Medicaid. I don't want to pay estate taxes. I want to help lower my capital gains tax liability on some assets that my children will inherit. This is where we can get into some pretty, as some people say, some pretty crazy trusts. I like to say some pretty fun trusts where we can help build a trust that lasts for multiple generations. I can help you build a trust where you put some money in a trust and you want to not give money directly to any family members, but you want to leave money for family members for multiple generations. We're talking like 100+ years. There are special kinds of trusts that we can create where we can take care of this, put the right financial advisors in place, put the right trustees in place, where the money you leave for your family, your legacy for the rest of time will be protected and grow and also be available to your beneficiaries whenever they need it. I have some clients that they're very charitably inclined. They would love to move some money into a charitable trust where they can allow that money to have tax-free growth, just like a retirement account, and then they can get income. We have clients that are doing what we call private family banking, where it's a combination of trust and life insurance that they are investing in certain life insurance products. And by committing to those products, they're creating potentially tax-free retirement income for themselves about 10 or 20 years later. And then when they do pass away, there will be a substantial amount of death benefit that will be available that will last in the trust for generations to come, kind of like a dynasty trust. And from there, we can keep getting more life insurance on everybody so that the money inside the trust can snowball after every single generation. And it can just grow larger and larger from there and up to the point where that trust is like a private bank for the entire family. Imagine no more underwriting. Student loans, weddings, down payments, buying a car, cell phone bills even, can all be cash available to the trust that's available to your family. A lot of these advanced plans are a little bit more expensive. They are more complex. There's a lot more that goes into them. That's why most of the time we don't help clients deal with any advanced planning unless we know that they have a solid foundational plan in place. So when you're thinking estate planning, for the most part, you're thinking about foundational planning, building that initial foundation that's going to protect you, protect your loved ones, keep everyone out of court, out of conflict. The next stage is when we want to do a little bit more advanced approaches, as you've just heard, on we want to qualify for government benefits, we want to take care of our tax liability, we want to create a nice transition of power or wealth from your family business or your family investments onto the other family members. So that's where advanced planning comes into play. And it can be a lot of fun sometimes for everybody, strangely enough. I know the law is not fun at all, but this stuff can get fun. As they say, more money, more problems. So that's really the gist between the two of those. Usually I also have clients that they have special needs kids, and we're building a special needs trust on behalf of those kids. Some attorneys just see that again as trust planning. That technically is also advanced planning. Pretty much anytime you're going to make anything other than your last will and testament or revocable trust, you're doing advanced planning from there. If you guys have any questions about that kind of stuff, I'm more than happy to chat about this. We do help our clients with their advanced plans as well as their foundational plans. All together, this is all still very much an estate planning and business succession planning. So different types of plannings, different types of names. Don't worry about the name. Just tell us what are your concerns, what are your questions, what are your problems, and we'll help you find solutions for those. That's what we do here at Sky Unlimited Law. We help everyone with their advanced planning, estate planning, business planning, basically just finding ways to keep your family out of court and out of conflict, and maybe lowering your tax liability through some of these tools. All right.